Now we're turning to the instructor resources for universal design. We've given you the principles and the rationale and the methods and some assessment strategies in terms of designing your own course more effectively. But now we're going to switch to the how piece for the instructor. What you have are the tools for universal design, but as you can read by the quote, sometimes there's still that mismatch between the context of our learners and the content in which we're teaching. It's so important to have something to hook students with if we're going to present new concepts. And so that design becomes even more critical. It's not about lowering our standards, though, which some people might interpret that as, but it's really providing the supports necessary for all of our learners to learn. This is about the who in the design model that we'll talk about in a few moments. While we have great resources on campus, I do want to call your attention to the National Center on Universal Design for Learning. In fact, they have a post-secondary section where there are a number of resources for instructors to look at other examples of universal design, to look at curriculum examples, etc. And I was amazed to find that the number of colleges and universities, aside from community colleges that are embracing UDL. There's examples from Boston College, the University of Vermont, from Harvard, from Colorado State, from George Washington University, and as I said, many community colleges. And just for your information, the Wisconsin Technical College system truly embraces this system through the Worldwide Instructional Design Model, or our WIDS model. Now is my chance to use my hook to something that you already know. You've heard about the WIDS model. You've seen your course outcome summary, your COS, in which you were given to structure your course around. But now it's time to take this a little further. Many times, if you've had the curriculum class, you may know that the WIDS system is a very complete software that takes us much, much further and deeper into curriculum design. It goes beyond that course outcome summary that you've seen. It lists, and that listed your competencies, performance standards, criteria, and conditions. But I really want to invite you to dig deeper with this. We have the tool on site and experts on site in CEDL that can really help us get into the learning plans and the learning activities. And there is a complete library of learning activities, any activity that you could imagine, where you can begin to get ideas for different ways and different strategies to incorporate into your course. So again, I invite you to do that. We all have access to WIDS. You can access it through the Faculty Center. Just enter your Madison College ID and password, and you'll see your master course is already in there for you, because courses, because those are the courses to which you are assigned. And then you just request your own course and begin to develop your course with all the different tools that again go much deeper into the WIDS model. I want to share with you just a little example of Robin Nickel, who's our curriculum consultant for WIDS at the college, and she talks a little bit about the learning activities and the performance assessment tasks. So just so you have an overview of this, there are lots of videos in WIDS, so I encourage you to look at those too.
You can also import learning activities from a bank or the WIDS library. When you select Import, you'll see a tabbed window where you can import from other sources in WIDS. Using the bank option, you can copy learning and assessment activities from other courses in WIDS to reuse or revise here. Use the Learning Assessment Activity Library to import pre-designed activities from the WIDS library. The library contains hundreds of activities categorized for your use. The Assessment Activities tab works the same as Learning Activities. Use the Add Assessment Activity button, then complete the tabbed dialog to describe the details of the assessment activity.
Again, I hope you take advantage of some of the WIDS resources that we have on site. What you see before you now are just a list of other resources that may be useful to you. The National Center for Universal Design Learning, of course. But then the next articles after WIDS are Teaching Tolerance is a really, really good website that not only gives strategies and activities, but it gives teacher testimonials in terms of why use UDL. Then there are some other articles from out of the University of Washington and then Ohio State University, a faculty tip sheet, just a back and front that you can use as somewhat of a checklist. And there is a presentation by the University of Hawaii, a professor there. And so I hope that you take good advantage of some of these. And lastly, I did put our own resource here at Madison College, Robin Nichols' contact information, and just hope that we can really embrace universal design so that we can improve instruction for all of our learners.